woman is in a field, carefully selecting and gathering a specific type of plant. She bundles the plants together and carries them back to her village. Once home, she places all the leaves into a large jar and washes them thoroughly. She then places a heavy stone in the center as they're strained and the liquid is collected. Next, she takes lime and mixes it with water. Once the lime has slaked, she adds the lime solution to the paste of leaves. Slowly, the liquid begins to turn an indigo color. She mixes it for a long time and then leaves it to rest for 3 days. After 3 days, the excess water is drained off, leaving a thick paste at the bottom. Mixture is resting. This industrious woman takes a large white cloth and draws a beautiful phoenix on it with a pencil. She then brings out a large wooden tape drawing. This phoenix is a symbol of good fortune, long life, and freedom for the Chinese people. Afterward, she carefully waits for the wax to dry completely.
This alone young woman, far from the bustling city, begins with hand-picked stones. With incredible strength, she smashes them into tiny pieces. These fragments are collected and placed into a mortar, where she pounds them with a heavy hammer, her foot providing the steady rhythm. The result is a fine powder. This powder is then sifted, ensuring every last bit is captured. The sifted powder is mixed with water and ground further on a stone, creating a slurry. The slurry is then poured onto a wooden slope, where a gentle stream of water flows. Using a small bamboo broom, she carefully works the slurry, observing it, separating the particles she needs. The best is yet to come. If you are enjoying this video, please hit that subscribe button below. The concentrated slurry is transferred to a large wok and heated over a fire. Once dry, the powder is placed in a crucible and heated to an extremely high temperature in a furnace. As the temperature rises, tiny sparks begin to fly. To intensify the heat, more air pressure is added and a flux is introduced to help purify the material. Impurities rise to the surface and are skimmed off. The remaining material is then cooled and quenched in water. And there it is, a small nugget of gold, the fruit of her labor. This is the ancient Chinese method. Meticulously washed the plants and separated the branches. These branches were then laid out to dry under the warm sun for several days. Once the branches were completely dry, she gathered them and brought them back to the village. In a large open area, she spread out the dried branches and began to chop them into very small pieces. In another location, she mixed wheat bran and dried herbs together. This koji was then left to dry in the shade for 2 months. Next, she prepared a rice porridge by cooking rice in water until it reached a soft consistency. This porridge was then placed in a large jar, and this was mixed well and then spread out evenly. The mixture was then covered with the branches she had gathered earlier into open-mouthed containers. Fresh spring water was then added to the mixture, and it was covered, was ready to be used. The roots of the polygonum plant are carefully unearthed, one by one, from the soil. Once separated, these precious roots are thoroughly washed. Next, they're sliced very thinly and placed in a jar, which is then sealed with mud for 10 days. After 10 days, the jar is opened, and rice vinegar is added. The roots soak in this bath for 12 hours. 12 hours later, the roots are removed and placed in a larger pot. Sesame seeds and black beans join them, and the mixture simmers over medium heat for 4 hours. Once the 4 hours are up, the roots are taken out and spread to dry in a well-ventilated area. This entire process, soaking, simmering, and drying, is repeated 9 times. The best is yet to come. If you're enjoying this journey, the hard work behind this video deserves a thumbs up. Now, the roots are incredibly soft. They're carefully weighed, and other ingredients and herbs are added, along with water. This concoction simmers for a long time before being strained. The resulting liquid rests overnight. The next morning, while stirring, caustic soda is gradually added. Then, vegetable oil joins the mix, and the stirring continues. Slowly but surely, the mixture thickens. It's poured into a wooden mold and left to sit for 7 days. After 7 days, it has fully transformed into soap. A thin wire slices the soap into bars. This is traditional Chinese Polygonum multiflorum soap, used for washing hair, body, and even clothes. If you like this video, please consider subscribing.